Right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is the start of a new series called the Summer Rebuild. One video every single Tuesday, a different club. How it's going to work is, so today we are looking at Manchester United. We are going to start at the start of May. We've got a few games left towards the end of the 21-22 season. We'll play through those. We'll then have a look at the squad, have a look at a tactic that I want to implement, and then we're going to do the summer rebuild. So obviously Manchester United, there is a lot of ins, there's a lot of outs, need to be done at Old Trafford this summer. I'm going to do a one summer rebuild, show you the transfers that I've made, put it in a tactic, start the season, and then get through to the end of the season and see how my rebuild shapes up in one season. So it is just one summer to try and get it right. Today's Manchester United. Over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be looking at Everton and Newcastle. What I want you guys to do right now, apart from smashing a like on today's video, because that would be bloody lovely, I would like you to recommend which teams need a rebuild, an urgent rebuild. Put them down in the description. Okay, let's get into today's summer rebuild, Manchester United. Here we are. So this is the real-time database. The 2nd of May, it is the Monday night football game that happened about a week ago. We are 6th in the league table. Now, how it works is the results and fixtures in the league are correct. However, European knockouts and stuff are not. They're completely done at random. So luckily for me, Manchester United actually got knocked out in that one against Villarreal. So there's no chance of Champions League football this season. So we're going to finish the season. What I am going to do is just show you the state of the current squad. Here is the current squad. I've got a few players in that I want to keep my eye on, but the first thing we're actually going to do is the big thing about the players that are out of contract, and I'm going to make sure that every single one of them goes. They're going to go in real life. I'm not going to do this realistically. I'm going to do it if I was the manager, because I am the manager, and obviously, there's Cavani, there's Paul Pogba, there's Jesse Lingard, there's Lee Grant as well, Juan Mata, Taith Chong, and a couple of others. Now, what we are going to do is we're literally just going to set for release all of them. Don't want Paul Pogba anywhere near it. I had a little thing about, I might offer Jesse Lingard a new contract, and let him go through to the end of the sort of like a couple of seasons. Squad player, can play right, can play left, can play in behind the striker. I kind of liked him when he's played for Manchester United over the last sort of like season and a bit. Hasn't had as much game time as you want, but then his brother's Instagram post and how that was handled, and yeah, he's left a bit of a bad taste. So I've decided to let him join Mata, Cavani and Pogba out of the club this summer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to speed on to the end of the season. We've got 3 games left. Fingers crossed we can get Europa League. I don't really want to be in the Conference League. There is a chance, if we absolutely blow this, there is a chance that we'll end up in the Conference League. Right, let's skip on till the end of the season. Right, guys, here we are. We are back 5th place. We actually moved up one. I think Man United are going to actually finish in 6th, but we finished in 5th place. I've created a Ten Hag tactic. This is the one that I used my Ajax Ten Hag video. Go check it out. It's on the channel. I've tweaked a few things because at the moment Ajax play with a target forward. I've changed that to a complete forward, and I've also changed the Mazzala to a box-to-box because it's highly likely Fred and McTominay are still going to be a big part. So there is the tactic. We finished the season pretty well. 3 wins, 1-0, 2-0 and 3-1 to get us into the Europa League. And it looks like we're only getting a budget of £60 million, which I was hoping was going to be 100 million plus. Obviously, not getting Champions League football has made a little bit of an impact on this, but Manchester United are going to be spending big, so it does mean that I'm really going to have to exploit the transfer market in terms of getting players out. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to look at the players that I'm going to move on. So Lee Grant will be going. Dean Henderson, I'm going to transfer list. I want to have David De Gea as my number 1 goalkeeper. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, going to transfer list. Phil Jones, I'm going to transfer list. Harry Maguire, I'm going to try to get out of the club. I am not totally against Harry Maguire, but if I was Manchester United manager now, I would be trying to get him out in the summer, in particular if you want a player a high line. Twanzebe be gone. Bayer like to go. I'm going to keep Lindelof as a bit of a backup. Rafael Varane I'll keep. Scott McTominay I'll keep. Alex Telles I want to move on. Brandon Williams I'll probably keep. Luke Shaw I'll keep. Dalot I'll keep. Fred I'll keep. Matic I will let go. Donny van de Beek, I'm going to probably keep him as a backup to Bruno Fernandes in the central midfield area. Lingard, Pereira gone. Jadon Sancho gone. I am going to actually let Ahmad Diallo go because he's nearly 20 and he can't get a game at Rangers, and I'm starting to think, is he going to have the quality? Man United are going to probably strengthen in attacking areas. He's going to be way down the pecking order. So if we can just get a little bit of money back for him, that may just free up another potential signing. Hannibal will probably let go on loan. Obviously, we spoke about Pogba and Mata. Cristiano will obviously stay. Marcus Rashford, I think, deserves another chance with me as manager. Martial, I have played Manchester United saves a lot. I've done 2 or 3 saves even on FM22, messing about with Man United, and it's very hard to get him out. So fingers crossed I can get him out the door, and obviously Edison Cavani out of the door. There's a few youth team players that we may integrate, all depending on how the transfer window looks. All right, what we're going to do is now, guys, we're going to speed on to the end of the summer transfer window. The season will have started. Let's see what I can do. Right, boys, so here we are, the start of the season. With 6 games in, we've actually done okay. We've had a defeat against Southampton, which was disappointing. A draw away at Wolves opening game of the season. 4 wins in there, including Manchester City and Liverpool 1-0 and 3-0. So we've started the season all right. Now, unfortunately, I was expecting 60. The board never gave me 60 in the end. It ended up just being 30. So £30 million was not a lot. We have managed to spend £262. So I've managed to get it going. I think Man United will spend up in and of 150, maybe 200 million, including player sales and stuff like that, to get it down to maybe less than 150 million. I've sold a lot. I've signed 7 permanent players, but we're going to take a look at which players are leaving Old Trafford first, and that might give you an idea of which positions we're going to be strengthening this summer. Okay, the biggest one is Harry Maguire. Chelsea needs centre-backs because they're losing Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger. Is there someone else I'm missing? I can't remember. But Harry Maguire has gone to Chelsea. Playing in a back 3, he'll probably do all right. We did get 35.5 million. I think Manchester United are really going to struggle to get him out of the door, to find a club that is willing to defend with a little bit of a low box. I think, personally, Tottenham would be a potential option, a good option for him. They don't necessarily squeeze up the pitch. He would be good in that back 3, perhaps on the left-hand side, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we managed to get him out the door for 35.5 million. Now, we managed to get rid of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He has gone to Bayern for just under 30 million, 29.5. I don't think he actually rejected Barcelona first. I think he's more likely to go past to Crystal Palace. I do like him. He's a decent enough defender, but when, Ten Hag coming in, you want to play with a complete wing-back. He actually does very well in the game, but I'm trying to think realistically, and he is absolutely a million miles off this level. And the next one is Ahmad Diallo. We got 12.5 million for him. I'll take that. He's not going to feature. Just freed us up. It did actually allow us to bring one more massive player in, which I was absolutely delighted with. We got rid of Eric Bailly as well for £8 million. Or was it 8 million? 8.75 million. Good bit of business. Juan Zabi for a similar price, 8.25 million to Real Sociedad. Nemanja Matic went. We didn't get much for him, but we got him off the wages. He was contracted for another year. We got £325,000 for him. Andreas Pereira, £5 million. And Facundo Pellistri, another player, just another really bad recruitment signing for Manchester United. He's already 20 years old. He's going to be 21 before Christmas in 2022. So, yeah, he's not going to be Manchester United quality. We got £7.5 million. Okay, so in all, we got in 108 million, which just freed us up to spend big. As I said, 262 million pounds we spent. Let's take a look at the 7 signings. We'll go from small to big. Okay, the first one in is Florian Grillitsch, who is an Austrian holding midfielder. He's currently at Hoffenheim. He's actually leaving on a free transfer, I think. Loads of clubs, Lazio, Newcastle, Arsenal. I think Atletico Madrid have been sniffing around him. He's had a bit of an injury-ravaged season. Picked up COVID, I think, twice. Hasn't played much, but in terms of the game as well, an excellent all-rounder. Happy to be a squad player. I thought he could do a job in defence. Manchester United, I think, need a little bit more flexibility in some of their players. A couple of players need to be able to play various positions. If you think of Ten Hag, Daley Blind can sort of like play left back. Timber can play centre half and right back in front of the back 4. They've got loads of players that can play in different positions. Grillitsch is one that just opens it up. 6'2". Ten Hag likes to have that holding midfielder that just sits. I don't want anything flash with that when we're playing the Ten Hag tactic. We just need someone in there that can hold, be aggressive, win the ball back and pass the ball simply. he would do that, no problem. Free transfer as well, I think, is a good way to start the rebuild. Bargain of the summer, Renato Sanchez. I had a look at him at this real start because I really think Manchester United need, if we're going to play that 4-3-3 with Fernandes as like an attacking midfielder / sort of like number 10 shadow striker, we need a ball carrier in there. Someone who's going to get the ball, can go past players, but who's also aggressive in terms of working hard and getting the ball back. Renato Sanchez is one that I think could be potentially done. Lille are struggling, obviously, financially. I can imagine that deal wouldn't be too hard if Man United wanted to get it done. I decided to get it done, and I've only paid 10.75 million for Renato Sanchez. He was transfer listed because he wouldn't sign a new deal. We've got him on the cheap, but we'll call it evens because Manchester United board should have given me more money in the first place. So yeah, he's in as my new number 8. Okay, the next one in is Gianluca Scamacca, one of my favourite players, and just someone who I think Man United are going to go down the route of probably Darwin Núñez, but this is a player that would be excellent in terms of how Ten Hag plays as well with the striker at the moment with Haller. He would be perfect for that. He's not just a big target guy. He's very good technically. He's an excellent finisher. Look, 16 finishing, 15 heading, 16 long shots because he scored some absolute beauties. Obviously, physical's good. Would be an absolute handful. Loves to run with the ball as well as one of his player traits. Complete forward. I thought he would be happy being a bit part player for a season while we still have Ronaldo for that extra year. Then Ronaldo will move on definitely end of the 22-23 season. Scamacca can then come in potentially to be number 1. If it doesn't quite work out, Man United can always go and sign another one at the end of the season. But yeah, Scamacca in. We got a good value for him as well. 14.75. Didn't really feature much for Sassuolo in the first season. Right, those are sort of like some of the attackers. We need to strengthen that back line, and boy have I done it. Julian Timber is in, a player that I think may be on the way to Manchester United. What I like about him is obviously his ball carrying, very good from right back. He has been playing more of a centre-half this season for Ajax, has even done bits in holding midfield as well. Quite small, but if Man United, we want to press high, we don't necessarily need a big, strong, old-fashioned sort of like Harry Maguire centre-half. He would be perfect. I think there's a big potential that he may be coming to Old Trafford in the summer. We've got him in. We paid £35 million for him. What I like about him as well, once again, as I said, he can play at a variety of different positions. We've got Dalot as like the right back. We've got Julian Timber, who is probably going to be my first choice right back at the moment because I have strengthened in the centre-half area as well. So he can be a backup centre-half, but I'm looking at him to sort of like get maybe used to the Premier League by just playing at right back, and then maybe end of the season, move Varane on, and then Timber can come in and form a new partnership with my big signing, the biggest signing of the summer. We needed to sign, though, an attacking midfielder, and we needed someone on the right, and I have gone for Antony. We wanted to sign other players, by the way. I wanted to sign Milinkovic-Savic, turned me down, wasn't interested in signing for us because we weren't in the Champions League. Couldn't get Rafinha as well, and then I just thought Antony, young. They wanted us to sign players under the age of 23. We got him for £35 million, and he's actually made a good contribution so far, already scoring 3 goals in 3 Premier League starts. And then the biggest, in terms of the central defenders, we've got Jules Koundé. And now Chelsea have been heavily linked to this, but because of their ownership situation, this has gone a bit quiet, and I just think Manchester United need a player like this. No doubt a deal can be done. Get ahead of Chelsea. Get him in. He's on the lines of Julian Timber, but at the same time, Koundé could do the centre-half. Timber could do the right-back role. Koundé can then fill in as a right-back. I think it's a deal that Manchester United should be looking at. We have paid £71 million for him. No doubt he will be a superstar this season and potentially, the next 10 seasons at United. So, yeah, I think that's a good bit of business. But that wasn't the biggest. We worked a few things and we still needed really that. We had Grealish, who was in there. I tried to sign Tchouaméni, but they wanted £150 million, did Monaco. I thought that would be the most realistic signing. And in the end, I've decided to go for a really obvious option. Just someone who I know will deliver, can play a couple of the roles as well. He can sit in that front of that back four, but I think he would actually be good as a really good box-to-box midfielder as well. Welcome to Old Trafford, Declan Rice. Declan Rice has signed £170,000 a week. We're paying £95 million, £104 million. I think there's like £9 million in add-ons, spread out over God knows how many years. All the deals have been spread out for a number of years, but there it is. Declan Rice is in. Those are the transfers. As I said, 262 in, 108 out. And then it leaves us with the option of having a really strong side. We couldn't, unfortunately, get rid of Henderson. We managed to get rid of a few on loan. I think who I failed to mention. I think it was Tellez. Galbraith's gone on loan. Hannibal's gone. That was it. Alex Tellez has gone on loan to Porto. They're paying his wages, £750,000 fee, but there's a mandatory fee of 14.25 million as well. Henderson is unfortunately still with us. Martial, I've put him in the under-18s, couldn't get rid of him. But here is the squad. David De Gea, Heaton as backup. We've got Timber and Dalot that can play as right-backs. We've got Varane, Koundé. We've still got Phil Jones. Lindelof can play there if needed. Also Timber as a cover. Left back, we've got Shaw. We're a little bit light in this area, but I did like how Dalot played at left back. I think it was... He had to do a job somewhere as left back. I think it was left wing back against Manchester. No, I think it was against Liverpool, and he did all right, even though Man United were terrible. He did okay, and it just showed they could potentially play it. We've also got Brandon Williams as well that can go on that left-hand side. In the middle, in the front of the back four, we've got obviously Declan Rice. We've got Grealish as well. In the middle of midfield, as I said, Gravenberch wasn't an option. Milinkovic-Savic wasn't an option. So we've got McTominay, but obviously Renato Sanchez can go in there. Fred can go in there. McTominay can also go in front of the back four. Rice could even go in there. He does that a little bit for West Ham, doesn't he? The box-to-box. England, he's more of a sitter. So we've got plenty of options. Fernandes as the central midfielder on attack. That will be no doubt a role that he will definitely performing. It is a bit OP centre midfielder on attack. It's my favourite position of FM22. Hopefully he can deliver. We've also got players of James Garner can potentially go in there, but we're looking at maybe Donny van der Beek going in there and being a backup. And then out wide, Rashford, Sancho, Alanga and Anthony, they can be fluent. Looking at Rashford, I think Rashford's made a really good start actually. Yeah, no he's not. He had a really good pre-season. 8 goals in 4 and hasn't scored yet in the league. Sancho, as I said, and then up front, Ronaldo, we've got Scamacca, we've also got Rashford can do a job there for us as well. So that, I think, is a really, really good rebuild. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to fast forward to the end of, or the start of January, halfway through the season, after the World Cup. Hopefully, let me know down in the comments where you think we could potentially finish. We've obviously got the big boys of Liverpool City. They would have strengthened again. I think realistically, if I was a Manchester United manager now and Manchester United fan, which I am, I would just get Champions League football, play some nice football and get Champions League football, top 4. I think that would set us up nicely, potentially for then moving on to other seasons. But yeah, let's see how we're doing. We've already beaten Liverpool. We've already beaten Man City. We're not scoring a lot of goals. 11 in 6. I suppose it's less than 2 a game. We've played a couple of teams. We've scored 3 against Liverpool, but then we struggled against Wolves, struggled against Southampton. So we'll see how that develops as the season progresses. We should be winning the Europa League, and it may be nice to pick up an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup at the same time. All right, let's fast forward on to January the 1st. Right, guys, here we are, end of the year. It's January the 1st, 2023. 16 games in, 10 wins, 4 draws, 2 defeats. A defeat at Brentford has cost us. Liverpool are absolutely flying. They've only lost 1 game. They've only conceded 9 goals. 3 of those were against us. Who did they draw against? Leeds United away. They're already 9 points ahead. However, we're in 3rd. I think as Manchester United fans, we'd take that season. Even though we've spent a lot of money, I think we would say, get us top 4. Can you get us top 4? And at the moment, we are delivering. Now, I have simulated my tactics in place, but I have simulated from the end of the transfer window. So let's have a look, see how my new players are doing. Obviously, David De Gea is playing, Koundé and Varane, Timber and Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw will improve. There's a thing about getting a new left back, but I think we just need to go with Luke Shaw. I looked at other areas and other players, but I think there's 1,000,001 problems before we get rid of Luke Shaw. So Luke Shaw is in and has done all right. 7.24 average rating. Declan Rice has been playing. Bruno Fernandes and Scott McTominay, who's had a really good start to the season, but has been a bit of a bit part by the looks of it. So probably Renato Sanchez has been playing. Where is Renato Sanchez? He's had 8 starts, 2 goals, 2 assists, so doing quite well. I'd take that from a box-to-box midfielder. Anthony, has got 4 goals in 15, 5 assists. Ronaldo's got 12 in 21. So this is where we may be struggling. Sancho's delivered 8 in 17. Rashford 5 in 10. 10 starts, 10 subs. So there's a little bit of rotation going on. Bruno Fernandes as well. 4 goals, 8 assists in 22 appearances. So we're doing okay. There's a lot of Green's average ratings. We're on the up. However, we just need to make sure we get at least Champions League. How are we doing in the other competitions? Look at that. Losing 2 games up till Christmas is pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. We've sort of like drawn 4 on the trot there, including a 4-4 at Newcastle. We've obviously qualified. We're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. We've got Sheffield Wednesday to come in the FA Cup. We've got the Euro knockout round coming up as well in March. So we've obviously qualified out of the Europa League draw. Out of the Europa League group, we did get a nice group. We got Cologne, Midtjylland and Lech. So we were expecting to get out. It's probably given us the opportunity as well to rotate players. Right, here we go. We're going to fast forward to the end of the season. Must be Champions League. Can we win a trophy? And the answer is no. We've finished all right. Second in the league. 81 points, beating Manchester City and Tottenham to second place. Liverpool have finished on 96 points. The board won in Champions League football. We've delivered that. I just think we've only scored 76 goals, which is the 3rd best in the league. We've conceded less than 30, but I just think we could just do, we've maybe struggled attacking wise. 5 defeats, all away from home and not scoring. 2-0 against Chelsea, and then 4 1-0s against Arsenal, Liverpool, Brentford and Southampton. 9 draws as well. Teams, look at them, the draws. Luton, who got promoted. Brighton, West Ham, Fulham, Everton, Luton, Newcastle, Aston Villa. We've really slipped up there by drawing with teams we should have been beaten, especially at home. Games against West Ham, Everton and Leeds. Yeah, we've really slipped up there. 24 wins, picked up double wins over Manchester City. How did we do in the other cups? So the Europa League, we got knocked out by Lazio. 2-1, extra time, absolute killer. There it is. We were actually ahead. Renato Sanchez, 59, then Luis Alberto, 80, and then Duvan Zapata scoring for Lazio in the 106th minute. As for the Carabao Cup, we actually finished runners-up, but we got beat by Manchester City. Bearing in mind, we beat them twice in the league. They've absolutely done us. We equalised. Ronaldo equalised on 16. Then De Bruyne scored straight after. They have got Erling Haaland. He scored 2 pens. There he is. Because that's just been announced pretty much today, hasn't it, that he's signing 27 goals in 33. Yeah, he's all right, isn't he? He's all right, 116. Really, the release clause isn't in FM for some reason. Manchester City are obviously getting for about £65 million, aren't they? So yeah, there is Haaland. He's done us one in the Carabao Cup. How did we do in the FA Cup? Knocked out by Norwich City. Oh dear. 2-2 on pens. We've really slipped up against teams that we should be beating. Lazio at home, obviously doing well, getting through to the Carabao Cup final. Beating Manchester City twice in the league, second, and then FA Cup just let us down. Ronaldo, I think, was our leading goal scorer. Yeah, 24 goals for Ronaldo. Let's have a little look, see how he's done. His last season, obviously, contract expiring, will definitely, I think, leave Manchester United after the second season. 24 goals in 47, 19 in the league. We'd take that. We would take that from Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes, 13 assists. He's okay. 7 goals. Decent enough, but I think we just haven't had that absolute X factor. I think if we were signing some more players for the summer, I think what we would probably look at, have they given us a budget for the new season? Because we're in Champions League. They're giving me 178 million to spend now. Brilliant. Right. If I was, obviously this is only one summer. That's a bit of a nightmare. We could have done with that with the first season. I think where we would look at maybe strengthening is maybe at left back. Potentially another midfielder in here, and then definitely another striker. Skamaka's okay, but we'd maybe go out and sign someone big in that position. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you very much for watching the summer rebuild. Next week, we're going to look at Everton or Newcastle. I haven't picked one yet, so Get your votes in early. Let me know down in the comments as well who you'd like to see after that. But Everton and Newcastle, let me know. As always, thank you very much for watching. Smash a like on today's video. Subscribe. Weekly rebuild videos. And don't forget, on Thursday, Tactics is Thursdays. Iconic Tactics. And we are looking at Gasparini's 3-4-1-2. So that will be pretty tasty. All right, guys. Take care. See you later. A big thank you to all the patrons on the channel listed on the screen right now. Thank you very much for your support. If you would like to support the channel just a little bit extra a month, go check out the link in the description, which heads you over to the Patreon site. And once again, a big thank you to all the boys on screen right now. Your support is absolutely tremendous. Keeps the lights on this channel. Take care, guys. Thanks a lot.